Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha. I've got producer James here in the studio.
Hey.
I've got little Lily in here, little Liam, the black cat in here, who, I don't know, all of a sudden all the animals want a little bit of my action. Recorded this Sunday, and Marvel, the dog, had to, at the nest, jump on the couch, get on a pillow, like he was having girl talk. And now Liam's in here meowing for we've had a cat for 7 years, but I know nothing about having a cat. I don't know if he's happy, sad, healthy, unhealthy. Is he entertained? Does he love it here? Does he hate it here? I know absolutely nothing about having a cat.
We've learned nothing, literally.
Nothing at all. I mean, basically, I just treat him like a dog.
I
But
mean, feed, water, and pet. That's about it.
yeah, and I give him lots of love and affection when he allows it, which he does. He tries to play like he doesn't like it, but then 3 times a day he has to come and cuddle up with me, and he has to get a kiss. He just absolutely has to get a kiss. But he doesn't want the rest of the house to know that he's got that. He doesn't want them to know he's a sensitive thug.
Like got those down low emotions.
Yes, and I think he only really likes me now that he only likes me.
Yeah, I think he likes you. He kind of tolerates the rest of us.
Yeah, no, he loves me. He tolerates
There you go.
everyone
He
else.
loves you.
Yeah.
He likes us enough not to scratch us.
Well,
Well, me.
yeah, it's been. I honestly think he just doesn't like white people because the only victims of his, scratch attacks, and there have been some horrible scratch attacks, have been white people.
Yeah, yeah. My son,
Mala's mom.
Mala's mom, women
He,
like left scars.
yeah,
Um,
traumatized.
yeah.
Yeah, he ain't did that he scratched you before too.
Yeah, but not like he would like just go and attack Jackson.
And Megan.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
but he scratched me if I grabbed him or held him or something like that.
yeah.
But he's never just like tracked and pounced on me.
Well, they say you can always tell when an animal has a black owner versus a white owner.
Well, one gets fed, one doesn't.
No,
Oh,
like black
sorry.
people love their animals.
They really do.
A lot, but we treat them like we treat our children as well. You know what I mean?
Jabarkus.
Like we will love you to death, but we will not hesitate to choke you with love in a minute.
It's yeah, kind of like your kids.
It's kind of like our kids. Just like we love them. That's my queen. That's my king. But I will fuck you up if you fucking look right at me right now. I will fuck you all the way up. Then take you to Baskin Robbins and let you have whatever kind of ice cream that you want, however much ice cream you want. But I need you to always remember that I have the power, and I will fuck you up if need be. We just do. And we're the same way with our animals. Like, I love, love, love my animals, but there is a way I can say something that they know, okay, this bitch, oh, she not playing. Like, oh, abort, abort. They just know. They just know. So, we've got some new listeners here. Welcome. Welcome to our podcast. But don't come here acting brand new, though. Like, don't do that. I had someone on Instagram who, I was in a godly way that day because I didn't pop and go off on her. She got saved, saved, saved. Her and her caca and her dry wig got saved that day.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, she came off. She first tried to come at one of our listeners, which I was like, "What the fuck is she?" Like my notifications come in weird on my phone, like sometimes I'm like, is that a comment or is it a message? Is it a message on Facebook? Is it a comment on Facebook or is it on Instagram? Like it's really, really confusing. So sometimes I think people think I may be ignoring them. No, I'm just confused. That's all it is. I'm really
This
confused.
newfangled stuff.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like, where's it? Where's this comment even? What post was it? So yeah, first she came at one of the listeners and I'm like, what the fuck is she even talking about? And then she left a comment for me that said, what is with all the Meghan Markle hate? I'm sensing jelly. Girl,
You have no idea.
you clearly are new here. I am only jealous of rich Persian housewives. That is it. Nothing else about any other woman am I jealous of, especially we hate her here. It's just,
Yeah, that's why she gets mentioned. It's never
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh God, I wish I had what she. No,
No,
it's a
no,
whole.
no. And I give her props for the things that she's probable about. Like I say, she dresses well and she wears nice shoes. She does. And I love her voice. But everything else about her fucking sucks. Yeah. So like, don't come over here acting brand new. Come in, You're welcome. This is not a safe place
Not a safe space at
for
all.
anyone, us included.
It's not safe for me, I know.
Sit down in a corner, do a trial run. You may not need to listen to a whole episode at first. You may need to just listen to the front. Then next week you listen to the front part and the gap. Then the week after that you listen to another segment. Start slow, because she was all in her feelings. And here's the thing. You can come for me all day. I really don't give a shit. I'm probably just going to either cuss you out depending on the day or just delete and block you. But don't come for the other people. You know what I mean? Don't come for our other listeners. That's just silly. I'm not going to let someone get into a fight with someone who just expressing that. I don't even think this woman said anything. I think she was like, hey, I'm from New Zealand. And who hates on people from New Zealand?
Yeah, New Zealand's
New
awesome.
Zealand's fantastical.
I know.
Yeah. So she like got on her ass because she said, oh, we're here in New Zealand laughing at all the things you said about Meghan Markle. And she like charged this woman up. Don't do that. New Zealand is where we have the hobbits. It is a fantastic place. We love New Zealand. That is on my bucket list of places to go. They have the Maori tribes over there. Like, there's nothing horrible about New Zealand.
Can't think of a single thing bad.
Well, I'm sure after someone listens to this, I'll get 25 DMs that say they're racist in New Zealand. But yeah, like, come in. Everyone's invited. This is a place for laughter.
Yes.
And sometimes most of the time, is at other people's expenses, including our own. So just sit back, relax, laugh, then go on about your day. This is judgment free. I'm the only person doing the judging here.
This is recess.
This is recess. It's like, oh, you've been in school all day, listen to the rules, stay in the lines, don't go outside of the lines. It's lunchtime, eat your vegetables first, then your sandwich, then your gushers. This is recess, where you have fun, people get beat up, people get bullied, but we're all going to have a grand old time. That's it. All righty. So now that we've got that out of the way, it is time for the gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The Gab with Keisha.
All right, so I've not been feeling well, so I'm going to apologize in advance if you hear any sniffles, or anything like that. But I mean, y'all should be used to that by now with me, because my nose is always running whenever I record, because producer James turns on a ceiling fan above my head. And I just have horrible allergies, and I live in a house with children, cats, and dogs. Just
all of which you're allergic to.
And a man.
All of which you're allergic to.
I'm allergic to. All of which I'm just very allergic to.
Tell me all the time.
Yeah. So here's another Kim and Croy update. Just
another couple of irritants.
Yeah. When are they just going to? We need a break from them. We need a good pause. Like, we need a pause of like not hearing about anything having to do with them for like a whole entire year, because it is just a never ending saga. It is like the Fast and the Furious franchise. It just does not end. It doesn't. So here's the latest. Since they have not been able
fucking dull and the dubious.
Yeah, exactly. Since they have not been able to work anything out in mediation. And I'm kind of like, what is there to work out? Kim doesn't want the kids. We all know that, so they go with Croy. They don't have any money, so they're not fighting over money. So I don't know were some of those wigs Croy's wigs and he wants them back?
Maybe it's just pride.
It has to be pride and like sheer hate for one another.
Yeah.
So they're going to trial on February the 18th.
Divorce trial.
They're going to divorce trial, but
wow. So mediation must have broke
it just
down.
Didn't work at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is so weird how people can hate each other so much, but still want to do things to bother that person, to get that person's attention.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Or to get them to hate them and treat them hatefully, and then hope they agree to stuff that they want.
Yeah, I don't.
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all. I mean, at this point, I would just be like, take it. Whatever it is, take it.
It ain't worth it now.
Yeah, Kim is a hoe. She'll get her money game back up again from hoeing. So just let him have whatever it is that he's having, because he doesn't want it. He just wants to hurt you. Let him know he can't hurt you anymore.
Yeah, I mean, go spread your legs to another married man.
Spread your legs and prepare to fly.
Spread your legs and
prepare to fly.
That's the name of this episode.
Okay. So here's the thing. Here's the fucked up part about it is that Their attorneys have basically fired themselves because they haven't been paid.
Are you serious?
Yes. Like, how are you going to trial with either no attorney at all or brand new attorneys? That's not going to work.
You don't have enough money to get divorced.
Yeah,
That's
they don't.
sad.
Yeah. And so, to me, Croy has put himself in a fucked up position because there's always the great possibility that Wig is just going to suck the judge's dick and win. That's what I don't understand that. I mean, they're both facing several liens on things that they own.
Oh, wow.
So what is it?
When do you just quit? Just fucking call it. Like, none of us are going to get anything out of this. We're fine.
They're not.
No,
We're
I'm just
getting
saying-
entertained.
Oh, it's true. No. I'm talking as them, right?
Yeah.
We're not going to get anything out of this. There's
No.
no juice left in this fucking rotted
No,
orange.
no one's going to
So,
get all this money. I mean, I'm sure
all
there's
this what? There's no all this money anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
the point.
There's not like there's all this money for them to dispute about. They no
There's
longer
no
have a house.
There's no stuff.
So I don't it is just really he is angry. When you see like the videos of like the umpteenth times that they've called the cops and like watch the footage from the body cams, like he is just like really, really angry. You sat there and let this whore of a woman spend up all your NFL money.
Yep.
You knew you weren't going back to the NFL, so why did you let her do it? I mean, that's his own fault, and he fell into all of it as well. He's
is
already
trying to leave
he's
her.
already in hell.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
He still
can't
has
get
to
much
deal.
worse.
I mean, they've got these little kids.
So he's still
They have
stuck with her.
Yeah, they still have to deal with one another, but
Oh.
he primarily has the children.
Oh man.
You know, so I don't. He needs to be in some kind of therapy. He needs to move back to Wyoming or Nebraska, wherever he's
Go
from,
off
where they
the
have
grid.
good air.
Yeah. Get back in a farm
Yeah,
somewhere.
because you being in Atlanta is just not. That is not your ticket. No, you were in Atlanta only to play professional football, and that was it. Those days of glory have passed you. You need to pack it up and go home.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. Hey, here's the thing. Kim is not going to care that you take the kids.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering is one of the things that they're going to fight about is child support.
Either child support, spousal. I'm sure she'll fight for some kind of spousal support. if
He's
she
working
can.
at like a fucking
Oh, but she'll still,
construction something.
but she'll still try to, drain whatever she can.
Kim, remember, the hole in between your legs will always make you more money than Croy Bierman can make right now.
That
That
fucking
sh-
deposit box.
Yeah, yes. That vagina is filled with wigs, secrets, and gold, probably. I'll tell you. Anyway, so speaking of another housewife, we've got Karen Huger from the Real Housewives of Potomac, who we all know she got found guilty of all these DUI charges against her. You know, the infamous video of what happened at the car crash and at the jailhouse. And I aged myself by saying jailhouse.
And the pokey.
Yeah. Everything came
big
out.
house.
No one understood why you wanted to go to trial because you knew this video was out.
You gave it all away. Like you basically confessed to being drunk just by talking.
Yes, you did. So now you're upset that you've been found guilty. So now she has fired all of her attorneys. You fired your attorneys by them doing what you told them to do. There's no way an attorney said we should take this to trial, Karen.
Oh no,
There's no way.
They got their billable hours charged, and
There's no
loss.
way any attorney, I'm enough of an attorney to say that was not a good look for her to go to trial. Like,
no.
she went to rehab, but I think she needs to go to like some psychiatric ward for a little bit because she actually thought that she was going to get off on this. Like,
Of course she
I
did,
don't
because she has that money entitlement. Like if I just have enough money,
but she
I hire the
doesn't
right
have
attorney.
a lot of money.
No, I'm just saying, in her head, the grande dame.
But she's not. They don't even own a home.
Again, see, look how she acts. Look how she carries herself. Look how she talks about herself. You know that bitch thought, if I just get the right attorney, I can just buy my way out of this, whatever that means. But
Or maybe she thought that being Thomas Jefferson's concubine was going to give her some kind of a flex
maybe
in
she
this
thought
situation.
being a celebrity would do that.
No, being a celebrity will get you. Look at P Diddy.
Well,
Look what he's doing.
Diddy under indictment.
Yeah, it was so funny because this is totally off the subject, but still on the subject. Everyone is going crazy with some of the new laws that are in place right now, and we've had immigration here where we live at in some of the small towns, including the town that we live in today. There was supposedly immigration was down here. And so I guess on one of our local news stations, the news reporter was giving advice to the immigrants on how to seek help if immigration is after them, right? And so this person goes, they wrote a post. We have this page called Talk of Dickinson, right? And shit really just goes down in there. You're either gonna love it or fucking throw up reading the shit that's on there, right? So he makes this post. He's like, I'm really thinking about calling in on KHOU for what they did today, giving advice to immigrants. And so you've got people, it didn't go the way that he thought it was going to go. It really, really didn't. Nope. But this one woman goes, oh my gosh, you so should do that. They are hardened criminals. They are rapists. They are murderers. They are sex traffickers. They are drug dealers. I'm like, well, so is P. Diddy, and he's from here, born and raised in New York, in fact. Like, I'm like, I thought that was just a funny moment right there. I was just like, we are just living during crazy times and just.
It's like, yeah, we got them too.
Yeah. I'm like, here's the thing. You take the top list of the most notorious fucking serial killers. None of them were from Mexico. None of them were from Canada.
Well, none of the ones that we know about, but
I'm only going about the shit that I know.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, the shit that I don't know ain't for me to know, so I don't know it. So, it is what it is. Anyway, so now she has fired all of her attorneys. So, of course, now she's asking for a delay in the trial. She was in her sentencing because she was supposed to be sentenced in like this week. It was either this week or next week. I'm just like, these... it's never really the big celebrities. It is always these reality TV show people who think they are so above the law. Like, none of us even knew what Potomac was before the show. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't even know any of these people before they starred on this show that's on Bravo.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I guess good luck to you, Karen. I don't know, but I think it's ridiculous. She just needs to.
I hope she goes to jail at least for 30 days.
I think 60 days is possibly on the table for her to have to serve 60 days.
She'll probably just pay a fine and get probation.
And then she'll do it again. This wasn't her first. This wasn't the first offense.
Well, no, I mean, she hasn't learned anything.
No, she hasn't learned anything. You know what I mean? Even her being in rehab and she's making stupid decisions like firing her attorneys. Like, just get it over with. You know what I mean? I don't know if they
get past it.
Yeah, that's my point. It's like, why do you keep delaying it? Just get past it.
Take it. You're a grown-ass woman. You fucked up. Take it and go.
And we want to see it. Like, we want the Bravo cameras to capture all of this. This is a great storyline for you for next year.
Yeah.
If she comes back. We don't know if she's going to come back after this. I don't know. So Brianna De Jesus of Teen Mom fame, which another season of Teen Mom premieres this week, actually. And I keep asking myself, who other than me is keeping this fucking franchise alive? Like, I cannot not watch it. It has to be on, even if I'm only paying like 15% attention to it. Like, it's still on.
Is the new season going to be new teen moms?
No.
So when do we just call it middle-aged mom?
No, it's this is the franchise
30s
name.
mom.
They're not going to change any of it. It is still Teen Mom because we met them when they were Teen Mom.
This is a dumb.
Well, this is even dumber. So she actually threw herself a party to celebrate getting her tubes tied.
What?
Yeah, her cake was a heart-shaped cake, and it read, "Fuck them new kids."
Was it a heart or was it like a uterus?
No, it was a heart. It was a full heart. Here's the thing. Good for you, Brianna. But getting your tubes tied does not save you from still fucking guys with dirty dicks. Did you forget whenever Lewis gave you like the clap? Like, I don't even think people got the clap anymore. And you were on television and you agreed for it to be televised that you slept with the dirty, nasty DJ who doesn't give two shits about the kids that y'all have together. And he gave you the clap. And you had to go get antibiotics to get rid of the clap.
How many kids does she have?
She has 2.
Okay.
She has 2, which, I think she's kind of young to get her tubes tied, but I think she's.
No, I think she's had enough. I think she's done.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, I got a partial hysterectomy. All I got was cookies and a new
They were good cookies.
They were good cookies. They said, it was nice knowing you. Peace out, uterus. Right. I'm sick of this bitch. I mean, I only got cookies and like a warm-up set from Target. I didn't get like balloons in the background and a photographer and a
Did you want a
cake.
party? I mean, I think we missed out,
I
but
just wanted to stop bleeding everywhere. That's all I really wanted. Because when I tell you
That
I
was your party.
bled everywhere, I bled all over town.
oh, I
Just
thought she was gonna die.
yeah, I mean, I was just really like, this is really what they. There's one thing, the saying about it, something that bleeds for 7 days and doesn't die. I bled for like 365 days and didn't die. And I was just like, this is some strong African blood that I have going through my veins because I mean, it was just sometimes I was just like, I feel faint. There was days I couldn't drive,
Yeah.
but I didn't get a cake. I got fucking custom cookies. I guess you got to get what you can take. Yes, I don't know.
So now all right. So now we've got gender reveals, we've got push parties, we've got baby showers, and we finally come full circle all the way back to preventing all of that shit with the tube tie party.
With the tube tie party.
I don't know what you call it.
Well, the case said, "Fuck them new kids." It's
So-
a "fuck them new kids" party, I guess. I guess that's what the kids
Fuck them
say
kids,
now.
okay.
Fuck them
Okay.
kids. Oh, okay, all right.
right.
So when we get back, ooh man, I've got lots of gossip about Pumpkin Shannon. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. If you enjoy hearing my voice, you can hear me every Monday over on Pink Shade as we are breaking down the Lalu franchise. We're getting ready to finish up Love During Lockup, and then the following week we're going to be doing, Love After Lockup Criminals. Like we're going to break
Crime
down
Story.
the crime stories.
Yeah, crime
So
story.
these are people who have been on the show, which we knew what their crimes were, but they're going to walk us through really
Yeah.
their whole crime story. And it actually looks pretty good.
It really does. Like I really want to see the full story of some of these because some of them were like big crimes.
Yeah, huge
You know?
crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then starting February 14th, you can also hear me over on Pink Shade as we are recapping the newest season of Love is Blind. That is is it the $5 or the $10 level? I can't remember.
I think it's not sure. Go to pinkshadepodcast.com to check it out.
Yeah, most definitely. So, I think it was on our last podcast, I told everyone how Pumpkin Shannon had returned to social media after being on a hiatus for whatever reason. I don't know, but this may have something to do with it.
Yeah.
She is currently being sued for unpaid rent and utilities at her former warehouse that she had for her clothing boutique, Sister's Closet. She owes like $5,000 in back rent. She was allegedly there for 7 months and only paid rent twice.
Wow.
So here's the thing. She had some former employees that went live and really put her on blast. But here's the thing. She put them on blast first, okay? She went on live to say that basically she was out of her warehouse. She didn't really give a reason. And that she was going to be the only employee at Sister's Closet. Well, that's not very sisterly. Where the fuck are your sisters at? Here's my
Employee.
thing is that, well, I'll say this after.
A strong word, I think, is employee.
Yeah. So her former employees went live claiming that Pumpkin is a liar and also a fraudster. In what?
Whoa.
In what? A child of June Shannon is a fraudster?
Who'd have thought?
Who would have thunk? Tell me more. So apparently right before the holidays, they did like a big live shopping thing.
Yeah.
And apparently they, made over $5,000 on the live sales. So instead of Pumpkin fulfilling all of the orders, she went off to Colorado, and we know she did because we saw pictures on other people's Instagram and TikToks that she was in Colorado during the holidays and she spent all the money. Okay.
Wow.
So when she got back, she has all these orders that she cannot fill, and she told her employees, "Hey, set up another live sale so we can use that money so we can fulfill all the old orders."
Oh my God.
And so one of her employees who's been there since day one, Paisley, she's like, "Well, we can't do that. We're still not going to be able to fulfill the newest orders that just came in."
Yeah, your order's behind.
Yeah,
forever.
you're just always going to be behind. So she didn't really like that. Then she got upset. She went on live and she said that one of the reasons that she's no longer has any employees is because all her employees got together to start their own boutique, which is totally not true. So while Paisley was working for Pumpkin, she was working like 1 or 2 days a week. So she said, "Pumpkin, hey, me and my grandma, we're wanting to make T-shirts. Is that okay with you? It's not going to really interfere in what you're doing," because Pumpkin was selling like T-shirts, bags, scrunchies, pins, fake Yeti cups, like really stupid shit.
But
Like,
it wasn't anything that she was making, right? She was
no,
just
there's nothing
okay.
that she was making.
Now, who is Paisley? Is she part
She
of the
was
family, or is
no,
she?
no. She just worked for
Okay.
Pumpkin.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been with the Sisters Closet since the very beginning. So Pumpkin's like, yeah, that's totally fine. That doesn't interrupt anything that I'm over here doing. But then she, once she figured out she didn't have any more money, she blindsided all of her employees and fired them. They had not a clue that any of them were going to get fired. So after that happened, two of the other employees did open their own boutique. And she said that they backstabbed her. They opened it while she was still working. Well, bitch, it don't sound like anybody was working.
It don't sound like you had any money to pay him either.
Yeah, she no longer had any money to pay him. And so, she got kicked out of the warehouse. And what she told the owner of the warehouse was Paisley was supposed to be paying them. And Paisley decided not to pay them. Well, Paisley said that wasn't true. She said, I only had access to the inventory. I had no access to the money. It was not like there was no money to have access to.
Well, it sounds like, if she took $5,000 and ran off to Colorado, it sounds like Pumpkin absolutely had access to the money.
Yeah, we have seen this behavior before with her mother.
Yes.
This is so all this time we're thinking that, Pumpkin's trying to rise above. No, she's really fucking taking notes
Yep.
and saying, hold my beer and my a little bit of meth for me. Because here's my thing I don't understand. I would never buy anything from Pumpkin.
No.
I would never buy something from someone who looks like they haven't washed their hair in 2 years and who looks like they brushed their teeth with butter sticks. I just wouldn't want to. Nothing about that says boutique to me. I don't know.
No.
Nothing. I mean, how you want to buy clothes from this slouch couch up here trying to sell you things? You're listening to couch rot tell you what would probably look good on you. What? I actually blame some of the customers. I'm like, what are you?
Don't blame the victim.
Well, I'm going to do a little bit of victim shaming here.
You
like,
idiot ordered something from
you
Pumpkin
ordered
Shannon.
you ordered this from a family of criminals. Do you not watch their show? Have you not seen her lives from her house? Her house looks like there's 10 cats that fucking live there, and there's no cat litter in the house. That is what her house looks like. So I can even imagine whatever I ordered from her, what it would smell like. If
Ooh,
someone
smell
looks
like
like they
old-
smell bad,
Yeah, like old
No.
Kentucky warehouse.
yeah, Kentucky warehouse with dirty underwear, smelly, pissy cats, just it smells like tubes were tied in there. Disgusting.
Well,
Yeah.
the pumpkin don't fall far from the tree.
No, it most definitely does not. So in true Shannon fashion, she is blaming everyone, but she ain't gonna get past this lawsuit because they are going all in. And then on top of that, the people who are suing her, she tried to bad talk them. So
course.
when she fucks up, she points the finger at everybody else, right?
So does her mom.
It's
Same
just
thing.
same kind of behavior. Like it wasn't that long ago that we found out that Pumpkin was kind of playing us for pickles a little bit on the show.
Yep.
She wasn't this great being. Like, she helped her sister out a lot, but she also allowed her 16-year-old sister to go live with the 20-year-old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you cannot be that fucking great, because if my 16-year-old comes and tells me she's living anywhere but in my house, I'm beating the shit out of her. So
On camera.
on camera, I'm like, y'all might want to come over here
In
and
front of
film.
the live studio audience.
Producers, y'all might want to come over here and film today.
It's a good day.
It's
Get
a
here
good
early.
day. A lot is going to go down. Like,
Get
this
a
is
lot of film.
Yeah, give me the green light for season 2 after you see this scene right here I'm about to do. So good luck, and good for her employees for going live and really spilling the tea on how she really is.
Yeah, somebody's got to call this bullshit out, because it happens so many
It
times
does.
with these fucking third-rate celebrities.
Yeah,
you know?
it does. Like, here's the thing. I have fallen victim to a few things that housewives have sold, but they're housewives. They live in mansions. They drive Range Rovers. Some of them drive very expensive, lavish sports cars and run them into trees when they're driving home drunk from the country club. If I'm going to spend my money on someone who's on reality TV, I'm going to go that way. Order me a pack of sprinkle cookies from Melissa Gorga. I'm not buying shit from Pumpkin Shannon. I'm just not. Like, if I were to do that, I hope someone would say something's not okay with Keisha. Please help her. Like, I'm just not doing it. Your shit come all dirty, cat hair on it, fucking poop stains, and God knows what else spilt Dr. Pepper and shit. Ugh, no, thank you. Fucking the thing that it comes wrapped in has got fucking Cheeto fingerprints all over it and things like that. Like,
It would.
it totally fucking would. Like, ew, like this is.
Everything's got Cheetos on it.
Yeah, like, this is a person that we have watched him wear the same pair of fucking, what are those stupid shoes that look like a thumb that everyone wears?
Hey-dos, Crocs.
No, Crocs. We've
Crocs.
seen her wear the
Look like a
same.
thumb.
Yeah, she's worn the same pair of Crocs for like 19 seasons.
Well,
like,
her name's Pumpkin.
I mean,
what the fuck would you order from a pumpkin ever in life?
I mean, I would
No,
order a lot of things from other people named Pumpkin, but not that Pumpkin.
I wouldn't order anything with someone named Pumpkin.
No, not
You gotta
that
be
Pumpkin.
like a much better class of gourd. Me.
Yeah, that they have no
Summer
class
squash, maybe.
at all. So this lawmaker in Mississippi, whose name is Bradford Blackman, and he is black. Because if your last name is going to be Blackman, you better be black, or you're going to have a lot of explaining to do.
Oh, I thought you mistyped it. I thought it
No.
was going to be Bradford Blackman.
No,
But
it's Blackman.
Blackman?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he proposed a bill to ban men from masturbation.
Uh-huh.
Now he is receiving loads of death threats.
Written in sperm.
Written in sperm. Choke on this, bitch. So here's the thing. He only did this, and he said, I only did this to bring attention to the unfairness when it comes to reproduction between men and women.
Oh,
he said,
he's one of the-
he goes,
okay.
no, he goes, I knew that Congress would laugh at this, but it would bring up such a spark that people would be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
It's a troll bill.
It was basically a troll. He's all for women's rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a silly. To be honest with you, I get what he's trying to do now that you
It just
explained
fell
it.
flat.
It's just silly, and
Yeah.
it's nowhere near the same argument that can be made.
No. So basically, he was trying to say that it's not fair that women have to carry all the responsibility of birth control and any consequences of not using birth control all are on women. He's
Yeah.
like, men should share responsibility too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to get attention, men's attention, tell them we want to promote watching women masturbate. Now that's really going to get them going. They will sign everything for you right there.
Yeah, don't attack our most treasured asset.
A man couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. I'm sure there's no.
How would you even enforce that?
You couldn't. And
Exactly.
he knows that. So I mean, good for him. We appreciate what you're trying to do for us. Do better though.
Yeah, do something better.
Yeah. You know someone who didn't do something better?
Ooh, who?
Lizzo.
Ooh.
So she
She could actually put a ban on masturbation just by posting a naked photo. I'm
with
just saying.
dicks. So Lizzo, did she's that same bullshit. It is the same exact bullshit and crazy talk that she did that got 10 million women out here with high blood pressure and high cholesterol because she lied to all of us and said it's cute to be fat. This is what she told us while she was playing her flute.
While she was fat.
And we all bought into it. Now everybody fat and her back ain't as big as it used to be. Now we all over here eating biscuits with extra butter with big backs and shit. Every time somebody say big back, we're throwing our hands up in the air because that's us. Now she's over here being a vegan and doing Pilates and shit and saying stupid shit like this right here. This irked my nerves, and I said, you know what? I think I am just done with this bitch. So she told E! News that she is so proud of herself for reaching her weight release goal. Her
Fuck
weight
does that mean?
release. When I read it the first time, I'm thinking,
She just using a different word
this
for
is
loss.
what, yeah. I actually thought the
Ugh.
weight release meant she was going to tell us how much she weighed in the beginning and how much weight she's lost.
Like she
and
was
she's releasing her weight.
Yeah,
like this is
releasing
the
the
weight.
information.
Like this is how much I weigh now. I
Yeah.
went from a size such and such to a size. No, she actually switched things around. And instead of saying weight loss, she said her weight release goal. Bitch, if you're not talking about a really strong laxative that's going to let me drop 5 pounds in one day, I don't want to hear weight and release in the same sentence from you. That makes absolutely no sense. Why does everyone have to do this fucking word Django or whatever?
They're going for that hashtag.
This
You know
is
that.
stupid.
I agree, but that's why they do it.
Yeah.
That's my phrase now.
Yeah, weight release. I'm
That's
like, when someone has to really think about and read when they have to read what they read 16 times to finally realize that, no, I'm not really stupid. This is just what this fucking narcissistic bitch really wrote.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. She will never, ever fucking go on record and say, I fucked up by telling people that it was okay to be obese, because it is not. But here's the thing. I get the whole be happy in your skin. You should be happy. No matter how you look, no matter how much you weigh, you should find a way to be happy. And for us fat people, we find happiness and we feel good and we feel like we look good when we have our head in a cake. That's just what we do. That's just that's how we do. You know what I mean? She will never fucking admit that she fucked up and led a tribe of chubbies to gain more weight. She just won't do it. And I would have much more respect for her if she just said, I was wrong. I was doing this to fulfill my own self because I was obese and not losing any weight. And I encourage all of you fat heifers to be unhealthy with me.
Yeah.
But then my doctor said, hey, bitch, you look like you're going to be pre-diabetic. You might want to lose some weight here. She never told us any of that.
All of a sudden,
she just started losing weight and started posting pictures on Instagram.
You know, I get body positivity, but at some point, we got to have like some health positivity. You know, it's like, yeah, it's good to feel beautiful, like you said, be confident, but also maybe prioritize your health.
Yeah. Me, for example. And if you're new here, you'll know that I was once 350 pounds. Was I confident? Sure. But
you were also diabetic.
I was diabetic. I was stupid. I had blood type. I could barely walk. I couldn't walk long distance. I could barely walk short distances. I just couldn't do of it. When I wore ballet flats, my foot would hang off the edge. You couldn't tell if I had on flats or if I had on slides. Like you couldn't. Okay? I never went through so many pairs of jeans because my thighs would constantly talk to each other and have fights.
Yeah, they would start
and
fires.
then I would have holes in the thigh of my jeans.
Yep.
Like these are the stories that we should be sharing to one another. Let's cry about it. Let's laugh about it together. Let's not lie to each other because a fat girl, there's nothing more that a fat girl loves more than fucking cheesecake on a Friday night. It is more than someone telling them that you're good. Yeah. You're perfect. Yeah,
right. There is nothing to do. You're just fine. Don't feel any pressure to be healthy or anything else. Just you're wonderful just the way you are. Are you having a heart attack?
Yeah. I would prefer you just look me in the eye. Look me in the eye and say you have a great personality. Because at that point, I know exactly what the fuck you mean. Right there. End of the story.
She's so funny.
She is so funny. Oh my God. Here she comes. We're gonna laugh. Oh my God. Come over here. Come here. Quick. She can't fit in a booth. Give her a chair. She's gonna, guys, we're about to have so much fun. She's the best. She's so sweet and so funny. The nicest person you will ever fucking meet and not want to date. That is just basically what it is. You know, that is what it is. And here's the thing: we're tired of being the fat funny girls. No, we want to be fine. You know what I mean? It's good.
Because if you fine and funny, you got a leg up on every other pretty dumb bitch.
Look at me.
Exactly.
But I'm pretty
too. Well, you're a quadruple threat.
Yeah. So anyway, well, I didn't mean for this story to come directly after that story, but hey, if the fat shoe fits, wear it. So there is this rapper in Detroit who goes by the name Dank. Is it Demos or Demos? Well, I think it's Dank.
I'm about to look up a picture and see if she is.
Oh, I'm gonna describe her for you. No need to look up a picture. So she is suing LYFT.
Holy fucking shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I made the mistake of Googling.
She's the funny girl in the group and she raps. She is suing LYFT because a driver refused
raps around what?
Bacon. A driver refused to pick her wrapped. Yeah. A driver refused to pick her up due to her weight. The driver told her she would not fit in his sedan and his tires couldn't handle the weight. Now look, I'll tell you what.
Was he driving a Mini Cooper?
Let me tell you what. For a moment, I was pissed off until I saw the video.
Oh.
I don't know what her vision is that made her think that she was not going to fit inside of this man's small car. She just was not going to do it. She needed like that minivan that Tammy's family rides her around in, where they took out all the seats. She needed, Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but this is such a bullshit fucking lawsuit right here. Okay. She was not going to fit in that man's vehicle. And he is an independent contractor. This is how he makes his money.
Yeah.
Why would he fuck up his feeding his kids to put look, I tell you what, he could have pushed up that front seat. He could have pushed up the front passenger seat all the way to the headboard. She was not going to fit inside of, like, she weighed 450, easily 450. And he was not mean to her. So you can hear the audio. He's not mean. He didn't say, your fat ass isn't going to fucking fit in here. Fucking go back from wherever the fat camp you came from.
It's a lift car, not a forklift.
He actually told her, he goes, ma'am, do you really think that you're going to fit in here? Because I don't. Do you really think you're going to fit in here, ma'am? And she's like, I don't fit. He's like, no, you need to call a Lyft XL, which to me,
or Lyft double XL.
Yeah, to me, she would have probably been more comfortable in a Lyft XL. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if you're such a successful rapper as you say you are, why the fuck are you calling a Lyft driver? Like, why don't you own your own Suburban? She's one of those people from you know what? Stop it. I'm lying. She did not weigh 450.
Well, one of these stories say she was 220 kilograms, which would be like 440. Yeah,
you know what? I am always spot on when it comes to weight.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to like Dr. Now episodes, I can always predict exactly what the person's gonna say when they hit the scale. Now, I'm sure that was embarrassing for her.
Sorry,
okay.
I read the math.
500?
484.
484. Because that's why I was going to say, no, she's not 450. I think she's pushing more of a 500.
She looks like it. Holy
now,
shit.
I'm sure this was an embarrassing situation for her, but she embarrassed herself.
Every photo I'm seeing should be an embarrassing situation for her.
But you know what? She's one of those fat positivity people, and I tell you why. She had on a fucking short cami. And if you don't know what a cami is, it's one of those cute like undershirts you wear under a shirt, or you can wear it like with like a shirt, an open shirt. Well, she had on a short version of it where it's supposed to stop at your boobs, and a shirt under it but not buttoned. So, but she's filing a lawsuit. They should immediately throw this out. Like, I don't know if his tires. I don't know how much weight like tires can like. His tires didn't look strong enough to me.
So here's the real thing. The car could handle it. But, I mean, why should he let her in? He doesn't have to let her in. He can refuse service to anybody for any reason.
Yeah, and he refused. He was not mean. Here's the thing. Some people have never been around a very obese person. So they think that people can't fit in anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, she might have, but there's no way she was going to fit in the back seat.
Well, I mean, we've seen those 600-pound people on that show get in a car, get in a vehicle.
But with lots of help. He was asking her, how do you think you're going to get in here? She had no assistance there. She wasn't going to make it. She was not going to make it. No, she should have cut her losses. Now she's embarrassed herself because there was a thread talking about it. No one was on her side.
You can't be.
This woman goes, I weigh 450. Your ass wasn't going to fit in that car. She just.
That's the thing. When people do stuff like that, you're right. They don't get the support of thin people, and fat people get pissed off too because it makes them look like assholes.
It makes everyone look like, it makes,
Yeah, you're unlikable from both sides.
Yeah, and I was just like, and now she's on the news. Now she's, on TikTok and this, and that. And I'm hoping this poor guy doesn't lose his contract with Lyft because of this.
Yeah.
Because he possibly could, and he just should not. I don't know, but anyway. When we get back from this break, we're going to talk about more people who would not fit inside of that man's sedan after this break. The Libra Lounge with Keisha. The Libra Lounge with Keisha. Now, you guys know I don't usually get on here and talk about products, but I have to share with you an amazing product that I have been using since October. And I tell you, what they say they do is exactly what they do. I don't know if you ever heard of Hello Lash, but it is this great eyelash serum that I started using, I want to say the second to the last week of October. And here's why. So I don't know if I've told you guys, but years and years ago, I got really bad eyelash extensions and I ripped all of my eyelashes off. So I was completely bald, all right? I had to wait like a while before I could start getting actual good eyelash extensions. And I'm not gonna lie, I love my eyelash extensions, but sometimes they don't make your eyelashes become healthier. So I wanted to find a product, which is really hard, that I could still wear my lash extensions, but I was also using the product so that I could grow good and healthy eyelashes. And I finally found a product. It's called Hello Lash by Hello Skincare. It is a water-based lash serum. And when I tell you, 2 weeks ago when I went to go get a refill, my eyelash tech actually said, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing to your lashes? There's so many new lashes." Yes. And I'm like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" Because to me, this is what has happened. Since I've been using the serum, my eyelash refills are further in between. So usually I'm going every 2 weeks. And now I'm going on my third week right now because my lashes are so much stronger and healthier. Plus, I have been using these on my eyebrows as well. Yes, I have microbladed eyebrows, but I was like, what all of a sudden if like eyelash techs go out of business or like the microblading people say, I don't know, like we've been out, man. What am I supposed to do? Walk around with no eyelashes and no eyebrows? So I've been using them on my eyebrows. And when I tell you, I screamed because I have actual eyebrows again. Like I'm not having to fill them up. Like I use a pomade just to give them extra color. I'm not even having to use that because I actually have hair on top of like the microblading. So I wanted to share this with you. You can follow Hello Skincare on Instagram, or you can go to their website. It is helloskincare.com, and you can use code LibraLounge20 and get 20% off of your one-time purchase. And I suggest you get the eyelash serum. Like if you want to gift this to someone, it's the perfect gift. And I've only been using it. So how many weeks has it been since like the second week of October?
About 8-9 weeks now.
So, okay. So they actually tell you that you start seeing results in 3 weeks, and 6 to 9 weeks, you can really see results. And they're not kidding. Like it is legit down to the week that I have seen results. I mean, your eyelash tech usually tries to tell you, no, your eyelashes look bad because they want you to keep coming. But she's like, oh my God, look at your lashes. I'm like, ah, the scream I scrump. So again, go to helloskincare.com and use code LibraLounge20 for 20% off your purchase. We want to thank you guys for tuning into our show and supporting our podcast. You know, we are not the, what's the word?
Sensitive, kind.
We just feel like, here's the thing about it, which most people who
Things we're
listen
not.
to the show don't know, is I'm quite a sensitive person.
Very sensitive.
Very, very, very sensitive. But
sensitive, compassionate.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm also a realist. And this is my way to just release things that like, I'm just probably not going to say in like an average conversation with someone, the right person. But no, this is just our way of making fun of the world, making fun of things that just make absolutely no sense. And we live in such sensitive times, like anything hurts someone's feelings and there's a lawsuit, or you do something, one thing wrong at your job, you're, on TikTok and people are talking about you, giving you threats, making you lose your jobs and things like that. And I don't want anyone to think that I don't hate fat people. I love fat people. I am fat people. I don't care what size I go down to. To me, in my mind, I will always be fat. Period, point blank. That is just what it is. Producer James still is kind of fat. So, we get, oh shit. Boy, sometimes I forget you right in front of me.
I mean, I came down from 400. I'm at that 295, 300 plateau right now. So I'm trying to fix that, but damn.
He thickums.
Oh, yeah, damn.
He's thickums. But he did go jogging tonight.
You are the sweetest little porcupine in the forest.
Oh, porcupines have the cutest nose.
Yeah, they are. And they hurt with their spines. And
no, that's so anyone think that we just spew hate. No, this is just an hour that we just get say, fuck it. Fuck you, fuck it, fuck them, fuck they.
It's the same shit y'all say at home with your friends.
Yeah, so if we can give you 1 hour of just not giving a fuck,
there you go,
and we can just laugh together, then that is why we do what we do. Our intentions are never to hurt anyone's feelings, and for the most part, we've only hurt 2 people's feelings according to our reviews.
Yeah.
And one of them was not even
And guess what?
me.
Fuck them.
No, I apologize to
okay,
that
sorry.
woman a little bit. I didn't give her a full apology, but a little bit of an apology. Well, because I don't want her to call on like the Special Olympics Committee on me and think cancel her out because her husband said something stupid that neither one of us can remember what he said.
No comment.
All right.
Moving on.
All right. So, one of my favorite things to talk about and watch is my 600-pound life. And this is going to be a twofer today. So, you know, I think you guys know by now that I love this show. I love watching weight loss. I love watching weight loss journey shows because I've done the weight loss journey so many times. I've been successful. I've failed, been successful, failed again. I'll just all over it, right? So this is just something that I can relate to, right? But I can't relate to just pure fucking delusion. In the past 2 weeks, we've had pure fucking delusion on my 600-pound life. Let me tell you, I have never in the years of watching this show seen two back-to-back people not even fucking see Dr. Now's face in real life. Period. Like, didn't make it to the clinic. Yep. But they're still alive. Like, I think I was talking to someone, they're like, oh my God, no, they didn't die. They just fucking didn't make it to the goddamn clinic. So we're going to start off with this woman named Karen, who we never could figure out the real trauma that what happened with her. She just said that one time someone who was watching her, she was helping her do her homework. She didn't do the homework right, and the person beat her. Well, that happened to a lot of kids, and she only got beat the one time. Like, there are some kids who fucking still have like permanent knots upside their head from getting beat on by a parent or a sibling because they didn't do their fucking homework right. That was like the only trauma thing. It wasn't years of abuse. There wasn't, this, that, and the other. But this woman clearly just had a lot of mental issues, just a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental health issues. And she's always had issues with her weight, right? So she got to a point that, she went on, I want to say it was, I don't know, maybe MySpace, Facebook, or something like that. And she found somebody who was willing to dick her down. You know what I'm saying? Dick down a big girl, right? So, of course, it was some scrawny white dude who fucking decided to do it, right? So she turns up pregnant, and she tells the guy, I'm pregnant. He's like, okay, great. And she's like, with twin, I'm out. Can't do that. That's one too many. Peace out. Never heard from the guy again, right? So now it's like 16, 17 years later. She's like going to school to be some kind of a therapist. Like, her career is in social work with helping people, but she's severely overweight and has agoraphobia. Bitch, who are you trying to help? You better write a book because what? Who? What? You don't even know fresh air. Your dog can't even go. The poor dog got so excited because one of the tasks from Dr. Paradise was to take the dog for a walk, right? The dog is so excited. He's probably never been with her on the outside world. They make it to the car and back. She's like, we gotta go. Come on, Gizmo. He's like, my mama. Literally, the dog's like, mama. But mama, we didn't even go to the store. Oh man, mama, this was mama. So this woman has like two twins that have to do everything for her, right? So she's got a girl and a boy twins, and they're like 17. Her goal is to be able to make it to their graduation in a few months. Bitch, you started a few years too late on this weight loss journey. Like, yep. You really took your time with this. So she's, optimistic. She's like, I'm going to work with Dr. Now. I'm going to lose all this weight, blase, but hasn't been weight. This is one of the ones to start off weight unknown. With me and my 4 eyes, I knew how much she weighed. And she was probably, I put her at 760. She's around 760, okay? So Dr. Now was like, okay, I'll go ahead and start you on the program. Here's the book. She's like, I'm going to do this. No problem. So from what we saw, which was some smoke and mirrors, it looked like she was eating healthy.
Well, remember, this is the one where we saw her eat one time. And never saw it again. So, Dr. Now will give you 2 months to lose your 80 pounds or so. Now, granted, we don't even know where we're starting from. Right.
We have no idea, right? So She goes to her next appointment with Dr. Now, and this is what this bitch says. Dr. Now, I know I lost 100 pounds. I tell you what, you cannot tell when a person probably loses 20 pounds, okay? You most definitely cannot tell when a person loses 10 pounds. You might can see something in somebody's face about 30 pounds. 40 pounds, you really start to see something. 60 pounds, you're looking good. I can tell you lost weight. We can damn sure tell if you lost 100 pounds. And that 3 chins still. If you have 3 chins still, you have not lost 100 pounds. And so she's like, Dr. Now, I know I lost 100 pounds. He's like, but I'm looking at you. You don't look like you've lost any weight. I'm like, that's what I see too, Dr. Now. I don't see no weight loss. You don't see it. I don't see it either. So he tells her she really needs to go to this clinic. He has set up for her to go to this clinic to get weighed. Now, mind you, she has agoraphobia, right? So the night before she's scheduled to go get weighed, her and her daughter at nighttime, which I don't know why they went at nighttime, they drive the path to the place, right?
Yep.
She didn't even make it there. Halfway through, she's like, nope, I got to make that turn. I got to go back home. This is too much. I'm going back home. Okay. So the next day comes, she fucking makes it all the way to the clinic. And when I tell you not a soul was at that clinic, there was no cars. There was maybe 2 cars in the parking lot, and those had to be the employees waiting on her ass because you could tell it was after hours. They're waiting on her ass to come in there and get weighed. I can't do it. Just can't do it. They're going to be looking at me. You weigh 7 bills. Yes, you're going to get looked at, but you're going to probably a weight loss clinic place to get weighed, and she would not fucking do it. I was done with this bitch from then on out. I was also done with her daughter, who has worked her way into having, a weight loss problem herself, which she said, I don't think my mom has a food addiction. Well, what do you call that? Because I don't know. She just told you to make 12 eggs and a thing of cinnamon rolls, half a pound of bacon. There was biscuits, there was syrup, and just to make it balanced, there was fruit. So I don't know what a food addiction is, but I think that's just, maybe that's the starter's kit of it. I don't know. That was the starter's kit. That's why she said she didn't see the food addiction. It was the starter's kit. So Dr. Now was like, he was being kind of nice to her. So he was being very patient with her, because Dr. Now is 80 years old. He's like, my time is limited. I'm only going to I'm going to really put the pressure on the people that make it into the office. I'm not going to put that full Dr. Now pressure on a person I'm seeing over a fucking laptop.
Right. So
they send this poor black woman to this woman's house to weigh her. She gets on the scale and she's 754. Well, I don't believe that. She's like, nope. I don't think this woman, she basically says this woman is not doing her job.
The scale's wrong and the woman.
Not once, but twice this poor woman comes out there. She's like, she's not doing it right. That scale's wrong. The house is unleveled. Something's wrong with the walls. The bed is leaning to the
Gravity's
side.
different here.
Gravity is different here. The sun ain't shining that way. It's an eclipse. They say it's gonna snow. That's messing up the scale. The persistence.
Oh, you were almost there.
I was almost there. The dog was barking, so the octave range made the scale not work. My child is cooking. Chicken grease got on the scale. The scale is clogged. The lady dropped it on the way in. It was the kind of fuel that the lady used. The fuels went into the scale, that the scale is not acting right. She didn't put it on the floor right. Her fingernails are red. So when the color red is by a scale, the scale don't weigh right. I don't like her hair. My hair is different. The first time I got weighed, my hair was all down. Now it's in braids. The braid hair is making me weigh more. It was everything wrong. Every fucking thing was wrong. And she's constantly telling Dr. Now that it is somehow this woman's fault, right? So the woman, she goes, ma'am, I'll pick up the scale. I'll zero it out. I'll put it somewhere else and we can do it there. Guess what the scale said? Miraculously, it still says 754. So she's telling Dr. Now, I know I've lost another 100 pounds. Now I haven't lost just 100 pounds. I've lost 200 pounds.
So she started at 900 pounds.
Yes, exactly.
You have to.
She's like, my clothes fit different. I'm like, well, from not what I'm seeing, because when your clothes are falling off you, we have seen clothes fall off of people on my 600 pound. Yours look, they tight. They still fitting firm.
They're still tight.
You're firmly maybe the arm part is a little bit bigger, but maybe it's stretched. I don't know. But nothing looked like it didn't fit on her, right? And so the lady's like, the scale is lying. And Dr. Now goes, I believe what the scale says because the scale tells the truth. People lie. So she didn't even she never made it to the clinic.
No.
Ever. She said, this is not the program for me. I know I've lost 200 pounds. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Well, bitch, you're going to be in a grave in another year if you keep doing what you're doing. I've never been more annoyed at a person on there.
She lost what? Was it like 7 pounds, something like that, over 6 months?
Yeah, like 7 pounds,
yeah.
if that. Yeah. But she kept saying it was like another 100 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
I have seen elephants go on a strict diet and they don't lose 200 pounds in 2 months. Like, it is not possible to even do that. Like, it is not physically possible to just, and you're telling me you started off at fucking 700 and something? Now you've lost 200 pounds. The girls, please be so fucking for real. Just, I thought it couldn't get worse. And then we met Gary the next week.
Yep.
This big bastard, I tell you what, I can have sympathy for a person. I could not sympathize at all with him and his fucking diaper wearing ass. I could not do it. So we meet Gary at his apartment. And the opening scene, we see that his caregiver is bathing him because he's bedbound. The first few words out of his mouth had to say, I have a disdain for lazy caregivers. Huh? You said what now? You have a disdain for lazy? You mean the lazy, like L-A-Z-Y, lazy? That kind of lazy? Maybe your lazy is different from my kind of lazy. Because a motherfucker that's laid up in bed and can't do nothing but wave their hands, that's lazy to me. I'm thinking laziness is what got you in this position. But you go ahead and tell us your story, Gary. We want to hear this. I surely want to hear this. You have piqued my interest. Please tell us about the lazy caregivers. Because all I see right now is this woman struggling to lift up your right titty to clean under it. That is what I see. She has earned her keep. Okay? That's what I see. Bitch need a bonus. So he said there is a certain way he likes to be cleansed. What way is that? Because you can't cleanse yourself. So you shouldn't even have no cleansing theories. You should just be happy with it. He said it is wipe, rinse, dry. He says some people only do wipe, rinse, dry. That's not the correct way to do it. I feel like this. I'm going to use an elephant again as an example. An elephant at the zoo is just glad that someone sprayed water up their ass and cleaned it. They don't care that it was lather, rinse, wipe, lather, and repeat. What? Boy, please be so fucking for, like I said, be so fucking for real so many times during this episode. Like, I am just like, and he just up there watching her do it, moving his eyes, because he can't move his neck. All he can do is move his fucking eyes to making sure Miss Shirley is doing wipe, rinse, wipe, dry. What? That pissed me the fuck off.
Maybe what he really needed was just to be returned to the ocean. Maybe that would have helped.
He would have been beached.
Honestly, I think he was beached.
And then his poor sweet mom, who, and I say poor sweet mom, but she's at fault too. You know what I mean?
She's enabling.
She's enabling him. And once again, we hear the story of, if I don't get him this, then he's going to be mad. Let his big ass be mad. What the fuck are you going to do? What you gonna do? Flip me off? Because that's the only thing a big motherfucker like you can do to me is flip me off. What you gonna do? Get up and kick my ass? Well, your legs don't fucking work, do they, Gary? So what the fuck are you gonna do? Oh, you can't reach your phone, can you? Oh, you can't DoorDash tonight. Oh, you gonna be... What? Why do these people allow themselves to be bullied by people who can do... He had on a diaper.
He had a woman clean him, wipe his ass, because he can't go to the bathroom.
No.
He has a diaper on.
He has a diaper on.
He's a giant baby.
He is a giant fucking baby. He is a giant fucking baby from 13 Ghosts who had the little bitty mom who kept feeding him. He kept throwing up on him and her. She kept feeding him. You are the fucking 14th ghost. That's what you are. You are you are the mother's love. That is what you are. I mean, that's what you are. look, I'm telling you, my patients have worn thin with these people. Like, they really fucking have. Like, he pissed me the fuck off. He was delusional. So here we go again. Here's another laptop appointment with Dr. Now. Dr. Now, I feel like this. If a person can't come see you physically, they don't need to have an appointment at all. That's how I feel.
That's an email and a weigh-in.
Yeah,
Read
that's
this,
it.
do this.
Yeah. Here's another person. We have no idea how much they weigh. Okay, so I think he said that the last known weight that he had was 754. But clock this, though. He used to be a meth head.
He's a terrible.
You are a terrible example for meth heads.
Yeah.
You even had all your teeth. You are not the poster kid for fucking using meth in America. Like, you just are not. Like, you're bad at this. Stick with the food addiction. Leave the meth alone. Like, it was just horrible. Like, he went to rehab for this. He just has an addictive personality. Like, I feel bad. Like, 100% he has an addictive personality. But he sends his mother to the grocery store, right? He's on the FaceTime, right? Well, I only like the vanilla, the cupcakes if they're vanilla. No, you, sir, look like you like any flavor cupcake. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking whatever the fuck flavor cupcake she brings back to you, you're going to eat it. They have to be all vanilla. She brought the party pack cupcakes.
I saw.
The party pack.
Yep.
Like, when she fixed his 3 plates, because it was 3 plates in a tray, it, like, you know how you go to Popeyes and you get the family order of chicken? It was the family order of chicken.
Yep.
And then put fucking hot sauce on it. Well, I know his gallbladder is fucked up. Why are you putting hot sauce on this motherfucker's chicken? I know his stomach has got to be burning, and you know you're going to have to change the diaper, Mom. Like, why are you doing this?
You're just making it worse for
You're
yourself.
just making it worse. You're going to have to clean up the shit. Oh, no, you're going to wait till the caregiver comes in the morning. You're going to make her fucking do it. So he meets with Dr. Now. Dr. Now sings, and he was pretty nice to Gary. All right, we're going to start you on a diet. You're going to do this. I'm going to set you up with physical therapy. I need you to do physical therapy 3 times a week. All right.
Because he couldn't walk.
Because he could not walk. He was just, and here's the thing. I do feel bad about that, because that is, you have 0 independence. Right. You can't even go to the restroom by yourself to escape. You know what I mean? He didn't know what the inside of his apartment looked like other than the room that he was in, because he couldn't walk around in it. Like, I do feel bad that when you want to try to do something, that you have damaged your body so much that you cannot do it. Like, that does make me feel kind of bad. But you can't be like that to have a fucked up attitude and calling people lazy. Yeah, like that, the two don't, they don't go. That's like being ugly and stupid. You have to pick your evil. You can't be double evils. You can't, we don't do doubles, okay? So he starts doing physical therapy. We see his mom cooking slightly better meals, but they seem to be the same amount that he would normally eat.
Yeah.
And this is people who do not take time. They did not read Dr. Now's book. Because if they read Dr. Now's book, they would see that portion control is
is the most important part, because it's got to be 1,200 calories.
Yeah, people always think salads, and then we always have to remind people, hippos only eat grass.
They're vegetarians.
And they're vegetarians. You can be vegetarian, be big, right? So of course he doesn't know what his weight is. So Dr. Now has to actually get a ambulance, okay, to come and pick him up, to take him to get weighed. And he's like, wow, look at my fucking apartment. That's pretty cool. He goes in the corridor. He was like, wow, I'm seeing this. Like, this is cool. This is cool. So they go in, he weighs in. I can't remember what his weight was, but it was more than what he said, okay?
It was enough for him to be surprised.
Well, it was enough for Dr. Now to be surprised, because he said he had probably lost 80 pounds and he had not. So Dr. Now says, okay, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And here, just tell Dr. Now, no, you're not. Because it's like they think he's stupid. It's like, oh, this diet who has worked for all of these bariatric patients, just mysteriously, when it comes to me, my body rejects it. Like, it makes me gain weight. It's something against me. So he goes home and just things just go downhill. He looks unkempt. Like when he first got on there, he like had his hair cut. He was looking good. It's like his mom just said, just fuck it. Who gonna see you? Why do you need a haircut? What for these guys? Yeah, and when I say the guys that picked him up, it was like a crew of guys, and they were huffing and puffing. Like, I mean, this is not something that they're used to do. This is not something they got hired to do. You know what I mean?
Not something you train for, I don't think.
Absolutely not. So he is doing some of his physical therapy, but he's not doing the stuff he's supposed to do the days that the physical therapist is not there. So it's really not helping. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So what do? Instead, they get him an electric wheelchair, because that's really going to make him do the things that he's supposed to do. So now all he does is he uses the electrical wheelchair as a way to count his steps, that he actually is able to step. Well, it was 2 steps. Good for you.
Yeah.
You know, so he makes all the same goddamn crew has to come pick him up. And I know they put them up and like, this motherfucker ain't lost no weight. We are wasting our time. They better give us overtime for this bullshit. So he goes back. He's lost 5 fucking pounds. So it's been a year, and he's lost 5 pounds.
And still can't walk more than 3 steps.
Well, he did
Well, at the
8
very, very
steps
end.
at the very, very end.
Yeah, very end.
Well, he finally got on TikTok. Ooh, this really made me want to punch him in both his titties. I ain't gonna even lie. It really did. He said, what is it? You know what? Talk, James, because I'm going to find it real quick. Because I'm going to make sure I get it just exactly right what he said.
What was his name? It was Gary
Hawkins.
Hawkins, that's right.
Here we go. I want you guys, here it is.
I can't hear it.
I can't hear it.
I mean, it's a song. It's a song called, it's like... Ooh.
Here we go.
Annoy the world with love. Annoy the world with love.
Is that him?
Annoy the world with love. Annoy the world. Annoy the world with love.
Break it down now.
Annoy the world with love.
Is he saying annoy?
Annoy the world.
What's
Yeah.
he look like?
The same the way he
The
looked
same
like
way.
on the episode. He's in a bed. The only thing different from the episode is we got to hear him really sing this time. And that is what he chose. That is someone who takes no accountability.
He was a singer.
He was a
wasn't he?
singer.
That's right.
Yeah,
He
and
was,
and
yeah.
it seemed like that he probably would have had a pretty successful career, because like he got picked up. He did a video with like some good rappers. He was
Yeah.
he was meeting celebrities and everything. And then I mean, he couldn't keep up with his weight.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, those were the last 2 episodes of my 600-pound life, and I was straight up just pissed off with those. I was so pissed off with those. I went ahead and ate me a bucket of chicken and 2 cookies too. You know, that's just, and I said I lost 100 pounds while doing it. So
So if it happens again, if we get 3 episodes in a row,
there's a one coming on.
Okay.
This is being released on Wednesday, so a new episode comes out on Wednesday.
okay, and then you'll know whether it's like the producers saying, "Look, we've had too much success lately. We really need to show some failures."
But here's the thing, that's a lie. We have more not successes on this show than we have successes.
Well,
so
maybe
that's
they're
a
like, we
straight
need to
up
show
lie.
some. Maybe we need to show some real fucking failures.
But we've seen some real fucking failures. So we
These
saw
last 2 have been.
these have been horrible. And
Yeah.
here's the thing about it. It is not only that they failed. I hate that they failed, because I want you to be successful. I want you to lose your weight. I want to see you struggle a little bit, because that makes me feel better about myself and my weight loss struggles. But I want you overall to be successful and get your life back together. These are 2 people that were just delusional and had fucked up attitudes. And that's what I didn't like about them. Fat butts. Just making me mad. Treating his mama like that. And if you notice, in the middle of the show, he switched caregivers. I guess
yeah.
the one we started off with stopped doing the rinse, lather, dry. How would you even know you weren't dry?
Man, doing that, I think the process would probably be wash, rinse, throw up 3 times.
Yeah,
come
because
back,
there's
try
just
it
no
again.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just no way. There's no way at all. So that's our show for this week, and we will talk to you next week.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.